Here's your winner and
Might be my arrogance, but ain't nobody stopping me. That's how I go when you pay for them shows and you study that pimp biology. Love for the field now.
August 27, 2019, and here we are back at it for a Dead on Dave's Live, and this is going to be a little bit more consistent now. I understand. I've said it before, and I've meant it before. However, we're going to be trying to get back to the regular flow of things. And I think just doing these hodgepodge of shows, getting back to the variety aspects of what I've always enjoyed about Dead on Dave Live. I got to stop worrying about trying to do a million different things and focus on kind of bringing it all into one big cacophony of fuck. And that's exactly what Dead on Dave Live is going to be from this point forward. Honestly, I'm tired of trying to separate everything from wrestling, from gaming, to YouTube drama, all of the things. I'm tired of it. It's tireless. It doesn't end. So fuck it. There's no point. If it's on my mind and I got something to talk about, that's exactly what we're going to be doing on the show. But I also want to take it a step farther, and I want to do more. And one of the things I want to do is hopefully something you guys will take a part in, and that is the new feature creator or 5-minute interview type thing I want to do towards the end of shows. Basically, the format's going to be your standard talk show format. We're going to talk about the stuff I want to get through, and then I'm going to bring you in whoever. There's a little thing in Discord you'll see. It's the feature creator waiting area. You'll see it. It's very easy. It's called feature creator something or other. Be able to get in there very simply. I'm going to pick up one person. I'm going to interview them. I'm going to get them out, and then I'm going to take regular calls and call a show. That's going to be the new format. There it is. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, all that being said, I got to tell you, man, it's good to be back doing this because I think that's part of one of my biggest problems. And big shout out to everybody in the chat. Pyoxy, Carl, Fake, and all. George, can't stand y'all, you guys. I appreciate you being here. It's been a rough go. And if you've been following me on Twitch, it's been a rough go for a little bit. I got this really fucking crazy situation happening with my mother that I'm hoping is going to be resolved sooner rather than later. She should be getting here very soon. It's looking somewhere around the 5th of September. But hey, I've been fooled before, but it's caused a lot of issues financially and so many others. It's just caused a lot of problems. So I'm being kidnapped tomorrow, so there will be no show tomorrow. I don't think I'm even going to do anything in the morning because I'm going to a Cubs game. Can't really afford to do it, but hey, it's a very cheap game. We're driving up there. I got my buddy who's but I'm talking about going into business with. He's a big Mets fan. I'm a big Cubs fan. I'm very excited about that. So that is like something I'm very much looking forward to, and I can't wait to go because I haven't been to I've been to one Major League Baseball game in the past like 20 years, and that was when I was back in Chicago. I went and saw a White Sox game, and the cool thing is I got to see Mike Trout play, which is awesome. I got to see Mike Trout play, which is incredible. Arguably, he's going to go down as easily the greatest player of this generation. But I think Mike Trout, with the numbers that he has, he's going to go down as one of the greatest to ever play baseball, to ever pick up a bat, ball, or glove. And I got to see him play, and I got to see him hit a home run. So I got very excited about going tomorrow night because it's ESPN. It's Wednesday Night Baseball. You motherfuckers might even see me on TV. I don't know. Should I wear my own? I'm going to wear one of my own merch and then a Cubs jersey over it. And so that'll be a lot of fun. And I'm just excited. I'm just very excited about it. I completely forgot where I was going with it. Sarah Small, hey everyone, that's awesome. Enjoy your Cubs game tomorrow. Yeah, I can't wait. That's going to be just baller as shit. It's been a very long time. So like I was saying, though, I thought tomorrow was DeGrom and Lester, but that's Thursday. So of the 3 pitching matchups that are happening over the next 3 days, I'm going to probably see the weakest, but it might end up being the best. It's Noah Syndergaard versus Kyle Hendricks. Oh, and you know what the best part about going to see the Mets? Even when they're streaking, New York still doesn't give a fuck about them because they're not the Yankees. Tickets start at $11, son. $11. So that's why I'm going. It's so cheap. I mean, I really want to go. And I haven't had anything like this in a long time, so I'm very excited. Even though it's going to hurt. Right now, it's just, oh, God. I can complain, but let's laugh because it's much easier to do that. Oh, fucking well. Carl, I'm so jealous. I'm jealous, man. You got to enjoy New York. I didn't even get to come up there. Sarah, I went to a Cards game this year. I love my Cardinals and Yankees. Cardinals, first place. Can they lose, please? Fucking Cardinals, my God. So, yeah, that's something that I've really been looking forward to, but I've been feeling so old, man. And I've been doing a lot of old man stuff lately. Everything. Like, even with the baseball, just old man stuff. Just been reading and looking over more baseball stats and statistics and stuff. Like an old man, I feel so dumb and old. Like, come on, man. I gotta stop being so fucking old all the time. But I've been noticing it with more things. Not just that. As we know, if you guys have been following me on Twitch, yesterday we had an amazing day. We went over and we played World of Warcraft motherfucking classic, dude. The OG, the original. Before it got bastardized by all the expansions, we had a very beautiful Azeroth with a bustling economy of people just all over the place. Sometimes it was hard to be able to complete missions because so many people were all over it. It was a very cool experience. I played Warcraft 15 years ago, right when it first came out. Actually, probably 14 years ago, because I got into it just a little bit later. Because everyone was talking to me about it. Everyone was getting all crazy and crunk. It was a big thing in the army. Because I was communications. We're all nerds. So people were very excited about it. And I got dragged into it. I played that. I think I played Wrath of the Lich King. And then I know I never even played Cataclysm. Maybe just a little bit of it. Never even had a max character. So for me to be able to go back and play this game that I don't really remember much of at the time. It was right before I got hurt. It was crazy. So to be able to go back and play it now and see everybody going so crazy for it, it's an experience. It's something I was talking to with Faye earlier. That's right. Faye was on the Twitch channel earlier talking about all kinds of stuff on Onision, and she's helping me because she is a World of Warcraft expert, man. She is the WoW goddess, and we had a lot of fun playing today. And she was just she was just showing me the different things that I don't know about that game. And what was I fucking saying about Faye? I completely forgot what she was. I was telling Faye something, and I completely forgot. Holy God. It's one of those days, kids. It's one of those days. But it was just really cool. Oh, yes, because like I was telling Faye on the show earlier, this is what I was trying to tell you guys. Fucking, I can't go back in time and go back to Star Wars. I can't go see Star Wars in the theater. And yes, Darius, I'm incredibly fucking old. Incredibly. I'm feeling older and older, and I'm incredibly tired. So leave the old tired man alone, you young fucker. Anyway, so I can't go back in time and see Star Wars. This is why it's kind of special, because you don't have to go back in time to get that experience of playing the original game now. You could watch the Star Wars DVD, but the reality is, because you can't be in that theater and you can't live in that time of the buzz, you're not going to feel the exact same sensation. This is different because the recreation is that same buzz, and you're feeling all the nostalgia, and because it's the same medium, i.e. a computer, and you don't have to go to a theater, it's the exact same type of feeling. This is a rare thing to be able to do. So to be able to have that type of fun and go back and just experience and know that people that maybe never even played the game, the original, like Faye, had not played the original game in its unbastardized version. She came in during Lich King. So, it's just kind of a cool thing that I'm excited about. I don't know why it makes me so happy to share these experiences. I think it's once again because I'm just getting so goddamn old. I'm getting so fucking old, and it's just I like these type of experiences because they're rare. They're incredibly rare. So that's one big thing that's going to be occupying a lot of my time lately. And, I'm telling you right now, buckle up. If you're planning on watching me on Twitch a lot, you're going to be getting a lot of that shit. That and Hearthstone. I've been really getting back into Hearthstone too, and it's just been a lot of fun playing the things that we've been playing and getting into these things. It's because of everything that's been happening in my personal life lately. It's been kind of cool to escape to things that I haven't done in a while, and playing games offline and on has been really cool, and been able to play some different stuff and going back to games that I love so much. So I found some cool brand new obsessions. Hearthstone, World of Warcraft Classic, 7 Days to Die, probably some Minecraft in there, but those are going to be the big ones. And that's not even going to be for all that long, because as soon as I can afford it, Borderlands 3, and then we got Sword and Shield right around the fucking corner. Jesus. And whenever that Obsidian game, Outer Space, Outer Worlds, whatever it's called, Jesus. Do we got some incredible games. I got to be able to afford these fucking games. Good Lord. We'll get to them. But it's just finding things to kind of get back into wanting to talk about stuff again, which has been the difficult part for me. It's been easy doing stuff on Twitch and things, but to be able to put together shows again, that's kind of why I went back to wrestling. I thought it'd be really easy. But the fact is, I don't want to talk about wrestling all the time. Not solely wrestling all the time. I want to talk about all the things that are going on, the things that are just making me fucking react. Because it's been a while since I've wanted to react to stuff. And then all this stuff has been going on as of late that's getting me more and more hyped. Going to the Cubs game, we got the World of Warcraft, and then something else that I never thought I'd talk about again, and that's the VMAs, MTV's Music Video Awards. Why are we talking about the Video Music Awards? I'll tell you why. Because last night was arguably the worst ever Video Music Awards that's ever transpired. Now, unfortunately, I have not gone and watched the entire show yet. But I did go and rewatch almost all the musical performances. This is not just a case of me not knowing who everybody is and all that. All I saw from last night was wasted opportunities. There was a couple of decent performances, but nothing mind-blowing. I remember when I was a kid, and these performances, and even not just as a kid, but in the last 10, 15 years, you know, Pink and all the performances that we've gotten from her and so many other people, it's been shit lately. It's been dog shit, and this whole goddamn night was terrible. Missy Elliott was the big Vanguard performance, and I was expecting a lot more out of that, but it was just missed opportunity. And she looked like she could barely move. That was a little disconcerting to me. Missy was good overall, though. I agree, Sarah. But there is one thing that I liked, and I did want to talk about. Even the thing that I liked the most of the entire show, I felt was one of the biggest missed opportunities of the entire show. And that's the big hip-hop celebration, the New Jersey celebration of New Jersey by 80s hip-hop legends. Now look, you may not expect this from me, but I like early 80s and 90s hip-hop, mainstream stuff, not underground. You're not going to get me talking about stuff that is really rare. I'm not Tommy C. I don't know a lot of different things like that, but I did enjoy listening to a lot of the greats, you know, the Queen Latifahs of the world. LL Cool J's, you know, the Wu-Tang, all that type of stuff. I really got into that. I was listening to it on the radio. I wasn't buying albums or records, but I listened to it. I knew the words of it. So when they did this hip-hop thing last night, and I started seeing like Naughty by Nature, Queen Latifah, Redman, Fetty Wap, Wyclef Jean, who I absolutely fucking love, who arguably not too many people in hip-hop have been ripped off than Wyclef Jean. Fucking will.i.am has grown a career that rivals Wyclef Jean, and all he did was rip off Wyclef Jean. It's incredible. It's absolutely unbelievable. But still, so I watched this thing, and I get that Queen Latifah was amazing. Naughty by Nature was so much fun. Redman killed it. Everybody was killing it. It was a really good show. Wyclef Jean did his weird shit. But man, I was just like, where's LL Cool J? Where's Run DMC? You can get the fucking remaining members of Run DMC to show up for almost fucking nothing nowadays. You could get so many people. Why was only Redman there? You know, like, where was everybody else? Where we like could have got so many people, and we didn't see any of them. We didn't get no Ice Cube. I understand West and East Coast rap is very different. I understand all that, but this was an opportunity to bring everything together in 2019. I would have got the evolution of hip hop. Because all fucking month, all I've seen is this goddamn ad. The biggest hip-hop event in the history of blah, 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 blah. God, did that piss me off. Because we didn't get it. I thought it was a very good performance. But Jesus Christ, it could have been so much more. And that's my biggest problem with the VMAs. Is it because we don't have any musicians that we care about anymore? Or is it just because they're not trying? The Taylor Swift thing was fine. The Miley Cyrus performance was super emotional. Apparently now she's emo grunge or something. She came out with completely sweathead. That was interesting. I don't know. Pox, that's BS. Real Talk is the evolution of hip-hop. Yes, hip-hop? Hip-hop? What are you trying to say about Real Talk, sucker? I'll pop you in the face. elbow you in the mouth. Anyway, so if you're just joining tomorrow, once again, not going to be much of a show. Not going to be anything tomorrow. I'm going to be out. I'm going to New York City, man. I'm going up to New York. I'm driving up with my buddy, and we are going to go to the Cubs game. ESPN Wednesday Night Baseball, Cubs and Mets. I'm going to be there. Don't know where we're going to sit. There's nosebleed seats at $11. This is going to be what I can afford. There's you can get seats down the fucking either baseline, either baseline for fucking $40. So it just depends on how much I'm going to be able to scrounge out of what I can spend on this, because I can barely. So we'll see what we'll be able to do there. And I'm going to take all kinds of pictures. Oh, fuck, I still don't have mobile data because that fucking sucking Metro. Oh, my God, I still don't have mobile. I'm so mad I still don't have mobile data. I'd be able to take I'll still take videos. I'll just upload them later. I can't go live. I can still take videos. I'm an asshole. What am I doing? I don't know. Tana Chambers, most artists don't want to go anymore because it's a waste of time. You might be right. Miley Cyrus is a pansexual. Yeah, but she just broke up with, what's his name? So, yeah. I don't know. She was with one of the, like Thor's brother, wasn't she? Was married to Thor's brother, I believe. the one who doesn't play Thor, the other one. Not sure. All right, let's get into the main stuff. I know that we kind of dragged on with the opening there, but let's get to the stuff that I know some of you are going to like, some of you are not going to like. Monday Night Raw. Going to get through this as quick as humanly possible. Raw didn't suck. Raw wasn't awful. Raw had some good wrestling. I just didn't care. I don't know why I didn't care. I can't tell you why I didn't care. I just freaking did. He just fucking did, mate. And no, Carl, the problem is still fucking go down there and beat them with your cane until they fix that shit. No, they say I need a new phone. Even though they won't give me the exact reason of why my phone's affected. It's not my phone's fault, but I need a new phone. So they were going to give me a good deal on a crap-ass phone. I'm like, my phone's $1,000 phone. Why the fuck can I not use my $1,000 fucking phone? That is perfectly fine, because anyway, we're going to derail this whole motherfucking show, because then we're just going to end up going and firebombing goddamn Metro. Now I'm definitely getting demonetized now. Jesus Christ. Anyway, back to Raw. So the biggest takeaway I think from Raw, really, I don't know if I care about the Braun Strowman, Seth Rollins situation. I like the Strange Bedfellows. It seems like we have a lot of that lately. But also with their... having to have two matches, defend both titles, defend and go after title on the same night. It's interesting, but I mean, overall, the biggest thing is Sasha Banks. And there was a lot that happened with her last night with her promo that is much maligned. Some people really hated it, and some people really liked it. Sasha draws incredible heat, and this is why Sasha's always going to have incredible value, because she doesn't have to do much, and there's just people hate her guts. And it seems like Corey Graves really has major hatred for her, and it's not kayfabe. And he sells it. And you believe that she really is just a bad person. Because that's what he calls her. He doesn't like shit on her in any other way. He's like, she's a bad person. I'm like, holy fuck. It's pretty crazy. But I'm liking what Sasha's doing. I think that the women's division definitely needed another shot in the arm. And I probably needs another shot, to be fair. But they're getting people involved. And Natalya didn't really matter in the Becky situation. I kind of liked what she did in this whole situation with Sasha so far. So, I don't know. But a lot of people just seem to kind of check out of Raw in general. Not really just the Sasha thing, but in Raw in general. I'm guessing the ratings are going to be pretty bad last night. And it's just... I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But when you obviously have no plan for your champion, and Seth Rollins, without a contender, having to do this crazy tag team combination, taking the titles off of a very hot club, and then the club don't even get back into the rematch. It would have made so much sense for the club to be taking on Seth and Braun, so all the titles can go back one way. It's just very weird, because we're pretty sure the club is going to end up getting their titles back at some point anyway. The whole thing is just absolutely bizarre. It doesn't seem to make a lot of sense, if we're being honest. But That's what happens when you don't have a plan for your champion, and that became very apparent. And that is a major problem that WWE is going to have to rectify. We need a star. There's no Roman Reigns on Raw every week. John Cena ain't walking through the door anytime soon, or maybe he is, and even if he does, you're just going to have him right in there with a Seth Rollins feud, and we're just supposed to care. I don't know. The point is you're going to have to get somebody else in there that's going to make a big difference. And my worry is the answer is going to be The Fiend. And it's not that I don't think The Fiend is a perfect answer to this solution, or to this problem, rather. My issue is I don't think it's ready yet. I think you got to do more with him. I think he's got to destroy more people. I think he's going to win some more matches. I think he's got to do a few more things. We have to have this air of invincibility around him. And I just don't want him to jump the gun. Because even with, the new, I saw no Heyman this week, by the way. Like, no fingerprints of Heyman. I saw none of it. It felt like a regular, basic, Kevin Dunn-produced fucking show. That's what it felt like, and that's my problem. Tana Chambers, Paul Heyman wrote her promo and has control of the storyline. Yeah, well, I don't mind the Sasha thing, so I'm glad that's happening. Sasha's evil. She sacrifices baby puppies for fun. She really does. Dolphin Roode is bizarre. It was, but it worked because Bobby Roode is such a goddamn good tag team wrestler. It's a damn unfortunate they can't get Storm over there and let Beer Money run wild in the tag team division. Well, the tag team division sucks, but oh well, what are you going to do? I'm not interested in any storyline except the women's title, but now I'm starting to lose interest in that. Good Lord, Anod. We need to bless you with the power of wrestling love once again. Carl G. Rollins and his small penis can't carry the show. No, he can't. He cannot. His penis really doesn't matter too much in this situation, but you're right. He cannot carry the show on his own. He's just not. It's not even that he's not a good enough wrestler. He's just not a good enough character. He doesn't have a good enough personality. It's a problem. Sarah Small, it's going to be Revival versus New Day. Yes, I know that. The OC versus Beer Money would be fun. It'd be incredibly fun. There's a lot of matchups they can do like that, which would be a fucking blast to do. Will they do it? Probably not. But it's just there wasn't a whole hell of a lot that came out of Raw. So that's why I didn't do the review last night. I think it was a better idea just to handle it here. Chris Cressa, do you think The Fiend will attack Austin or Taker in the following weeks? Absolutely. Absolutely. One, if not both. Austin, I think, is a better candidate than Taker because we've already had a Taker Bray Wyatt thing. I don't know if we're going to do it again unless Taker's just going to get destroyed, which doesn't seem to be something he wants to do at this point. He actually seems to want to wrestle again. He worked and got himself back in amazing shape. So I don't know if he's going to want to just get destroyed by Bray Wyatt. I don't know. Sarah, Kofi and Randy, I like this feud. Yeah, well, that's SmackDown, and we'll get to SmackDown tonight. Depending on how good SmackDown is, and more importantly, depending on how I'm feeling, might do a SmackDown review, but more than likely not. If anything, expect more Twitch. I want to get a little Hearthstone in, so that's a very good possibility for that to happen. So, and we'll keep our stuff going. We'll keep all that good shit going. We got one beer left that we'll chug upon proper motivation, and the rest of our whatever else we do, hat changes and all that stuff. Continuing on, so that's about it from Raw. Not much else. Let's talk about the thing that I wanted to talk about the most, which is Day 23. Yeah, big expo over the weekend, which was probably the biggest talk of the entire weekend. And a lot of it had to do with all the bitching and complaining and the moaning and crying that happened over the announcement from Sony and Marvel that Spider-Man is once again leaving the MCU. Everyone complaining, everyone getting crazy. I got told yesterday it was official. It was 100% official. And guess what? After all that, and even after a teary goodbye to Tom Holland at D23, came out today. Once again, they're back at the negotiation table, and a deal is very likely to get done. Like I told you guys, Sony and Disney are not stupid. There's too much money. Sony's not going to make the caliber of Spider-Man movie on their own. And you know what? The fact is, Disney is held over a barrel. They need Spider-Man. He's too important to the MCU going forward. They made him too much of a linchpin. And the fact is, they gave Sony too much negotiating power. You can't get mad at Sony for flexing their negotiation powers. Now, I'm somebody who was like, this is bullshit, think of the fans. But when I look at it a little bit deeper, if Marvel's not going to just pay the money that it would take to buy Spider-Man, and Disney has it. Disney has the money to pay to Sony for the rights. If they want to pay it, they could do it. They paid $4 billion for fucking Star Wars. You know what I mean? It's like they have the money. But if they're not going to spend it and just give Sony that schizo, that dinero, well, then you're going to have to compensate Sony. They own the rights. Just how it is, whether we like it or not. It's just the reality of it. It is what it is. And people are going to be mad about it, and they have every right to be. But still, you can only blame them so much. They flexed their power, and they're going to get a better deal because of it. They are. But I knew that this was not going to drag on. And I'm telling you, we will get another Spider-Man movie in the MCU. It's too important. They're going to have to rewrite the entire Phase 4. And I don't see them doing that. But D3 had so much. There's so much that came out of D3 that was unexpected. Some people are excited about the Peggy Carter thing, and I understand why some people really like the Mulan announcement and blah, 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 blah. But for me, the big ones were there, and they were incredible, and there was like 4 or 5 of them, and it all started with The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian is so exciting to me because for some reason, now nobody knows why exactly Boba Fett caught on. You know what I mean? Boba Fett was a background character that, upon going back and looking at the movie, did get some cinematic attention in close-ups and moments of pause that would make you think that he would become a much bigger character. And he was a major tool of Darth Vader, of the bad guys. He was a major tool for them, getting Han Solo. He was a huge centerpiece. And he goes out and has one of the wankest, bitchest, awful, and just tragic deaths in the history of, like, bad guys. Getting knocked off of a platform by a blind Han Solo is not the way someone like Boba Fett should go out. And there's been fervor and nerd rage for years over this. There's been folklore and ideas and all this stuff about how Boba could survive the Sarlacc pit and all of this stuff we've heard about movies possibility and all of these things. But what do we end up getting? We're going to get a TV show. We're going to get a TV show on what? On Netflix or some shit? This is going to be absolutely sick. And it's The Mandalorian. And we don't know all of it. We know there's going to be some stuff with Boba. I'm so excited. The trailer is just litty city. It looks incredible. Just seeing the armor. And it looks like there's different iterations of the armor. So I'm wondering, they have so much possibility to tell the story of the entire lineage of the Mandalorian armor. And maybe we're not ever going to get the same Boba Fett that we got. But there's a very good possibility that they could go with the... a character in the future just finding this armor and making their own. There's just a lot of cool stuff that's happening with it. It is a badass prospect, and it's a character that has so much life, and it's gotten so much love in the animated world as well. But still, to get it on the cinematic screen and all the stuff they did in the prequels with Jango Fett, very cool. Some of the best stuff they did in those prequels. But we still need our big Boba moment, and I think we're going to get some of that with this. It's just super exciting. Darius R. Sony recently made, I wouldn't say recently, made one good Spider-Man movie. Oh, Spider-Verse. It's a different, and that's not just good. That's epically good. But they also made 2 awful ones. Yeah, their live-action movies are not the biggest track record at the moment right now, Darius. Carl, Ewan McGregor. We'll talk about that in a moment. Calm down, Carl. Calm down. We're going to get there in just one moment. Calm down. Cool your jets there, Boba Fetts. The biggest thing that people talked about, I saw at least, was not the Ewan McGregor, even though to me that's going to be the top thing we're going to talk about because I think it's the most important, but Dark Ray. The trailer for Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. What an ambiguous trailer. We really don't have a lot of idea of what direction they're going to go. They certainly teased heavily a lot of things in this movie, including the full-fledged dark side of Rey. It's been an interesting ride through this latest trilogy, there's been a lot of hatred towards it, but I think there's been some good movie in there as well. And this ending that we're getting in months now, if you can believe it or not, it's starting to look like it's going to be a fitting end for the series. Now, we've already heard there will be 10, 11, 12. It's going to happen. We don't know when, but we know they're definitely going to happen. And with as much money as they shelled out to get it, I don't blame them. And I'm glad they're going to recuperate every damn dime of it. But I think that they learned some lessons from this, and they're able to put the stories to bed now. You know, this will be the last Star Wars movie, probably, with Luke, Leia, Han, any of them. I'm expecting we're going to see at least something of Han. We're going to get our explanation of Luke, and we already saw that we're going to get Leia again. How? Who knows? But it's going to happen. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be hopefully a fitting end, and then they can do some movies, hopefully without any murder balls in space. I think that's the biggest thing I want to see in the next one, to quote my friend Jim from SCR. No more murder balls in space. There's been too many of them as there is. Holy God, we need to stop at the murder balls in space. Jesus. So that was, to me, that was a really cool thing. And just seeing everyone freak the fuck out over Dark Ray was neat. But I can't deny the lightsaber with the switchblade. It was cool. They always come up with a new little design, a new nuance. But I got a feeling that was just a mirror. So you guys looking forward to Star Wars in December? Are you done with the saga? Are you over it? Or are you excited for more? Because there is another thing that we're going to talk about. And I was going to save it, but I wanted, since the last thing is so different, I'm going to save it for last. Ewan McGregor is coming back for Obi-Wan Kenobi, which is huge. For some, it's another thing. It's weird. Everybody really loved Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Everyone loved him. It's one of the few things that people felt were right about the prequels. There's not a lot, but there is. There was that, and people love to see Ewan McGregor, and they're excited that he's coming back, and so am I. I think that we've had so much Obi-Wan Kenobi that possibly that this movie is gonna have a little bit of fatigue behind it, just a tiny bit of fatigue, but still, the excitement behind Ewan McGregor to play this character again might be enough to offset it. And if they can make a good movie, I think they're going to get a lot of interest back. This could be that pivot movie. If this movie sucks, there's really not much else they're going to be able to do. Because I feel they did a really good job with Rogue One. People are hit and miss on Solo. I've enjoyed more of these movies that they've made than I haven't enjoyed. So, I'm just going to kind of enjoy the ride. I got high hopes for The Mandalorian, but we'll see on Obi-Wan. Carl, exactly. Carl proved my point there. He was the best part of the trilogy. Mystics in the house. I'm so over it, but I want to know what the fuck they're going to do. Same thing here. Just here, I hear fatigue. I recognize Star Wars. There you go, Derek. Yes. Final thing from D23, and then we're going to open up the phone lines. And if you want to be the featured creator today, which is a brand new segment we're going to do, featured creator. If this is a serious thing, this is not just a regular phone call. So if you want to talk about your craft, what you do, the things that you're doing, you want to be interviewed on the spot by me, I'm going to ask you questions, and I'll take the interview wherever I want for 5 minutes. Your ass belongs to me. Get in the featured creator thing, and I'll pull you up. If not, we'll just take calls. And if we don't have calls, we're going to get out of here, and then I'll probably go back to Twitch in a little bit. So that's the plan. But there is one more thing, and to me, it was the most breathtaking visual, the most breathtaking thing that we got from the entire event. And yes, I am gilding the lily just for a moment so I can put it on screen right now because I feel it's worth showing. Because it's that good, boy chicks. And that would be, come on, you filthy animal. Don't be a dick. Cruella de Vil. Plain and simple. Cruella de Vil. Cruella de Vil. Yes, oh yes, she will give you a thrill. Played by Emma Stone. I think what makes this one good, what the fuck is that? Why is it a blackboard? Jesus Christ. What is happening? Good Lord. That's the beauty of live friggin' entertainment, folks. Jesus Christ. Well, screw it. I'm not going to show you the picture now. Now you don't get to see the picture. Ha 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 ha. Don't you feel like assholes now? Let me see if I can get it up there. It really is a cool picture, man. I mean, that's the reality of it. That be the reality of it. But yeah, she looks incredible. This was not a movie that I heard about it. I knew they were going to do it, but this is a movie that they've kind of done a little bit in the live action realm with Glenn Close. So it wasn't something that I was expecting to see, but my God. Yes, Carl, I know you're excited about Lizzie McGuire. No, I don't care about Lizzie McGuire. Why the fuck would anybody care about Lizzie McGuire? Except back when Lizzie McGuire was still Lizzie McGuire, 'cause she'd be hot, yo. But I don't know. It looks like they're going to go a really interesting way. Emma Stone is such a good choice to play Cruella de Vil, especially if they're going to play her a little bit younger and stuff. When they try to put these fashionista spins on these movies, they don't always work. But because this is 101 Dalmatians, they have such a grandiose way that they can go with it, and it looks just from the still pictures that we've seen that they're going to go that route. So don't ask me why. Maybe I got a little bit of the gay in me. I have no idea, but I'm excited about the fashion aspect of this. I'm excited to see how over the top, how extra they're going to get with this movie, because I think it's going to be pretty interesting, and it's a movie that I'm definitely going to go watch. Hilary Duff is a goddess. Yes, I know, Carl. I like Hilary Duff too, and it's amazing how good she still looks after all that time. So anyway, yes, D23 was an absolute 100% big success and a lot of fun. I thought really took the headlines over the weekend, which I think it needed to do. You know, Star Wars has been rough for a while. You know, you got a lot of bad information, a lot of bad news coming out with Spider-Man. So they needed something. They needed something that they could tout. And the excitement that came out of D23 was exactly what nerds needed. And the fact that there was things outside of Star Wars is also very important too. Alyssa Stonesberry, get Disney Plus, get all the Disney movie Star Wars. There you go. Wait, who's Hilary Duff? Carl, you just bludgeon him. Bludgeon GunCannon with a hammer. Come on, man. Hilary Duff. You're my age. You have to know. Hey now, this is what dreams are made of. Hey, come on, man. Don't be hating on fucking Lizzie McGuire up in this piece. She was basically the precursor to Hannah Montana and all that stuff, essentially. Yes, I sang some Hilary Duff. Suck it. We're not going to get too much more into anything now. We're going to get up out of here in just a few minutes if we don't have any callers. I do appreciate you guys. Anat Oh Shit Cesaro is going to NXT UK. Yes, I saw that earlier. That's an interesting one. GunCannon, I kind of avoided that part, just in general. Well, goddamn it, Carl, you missed out on a beautiful flower that is Hilary Duff, and you have no one to blame for yourself. God damn it. Not Carl, GunCannon. I'm tired. Jesus Christ. We're going to go over to Twitch in a little while. Make sure you guys are over there with us hanging out. We're going to be kicking some ES, playing something or other. I'm not sure. Hopefully we'll drink a beer over there, chug it for you guys, and whatever else you may have in mind. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate you guys greatly. We're going to be doing these every day. Hopefully you guys will get into the waiting to call. You'll get in there and I can bring you up and we can talk and bullshit and have a good time tearing it up with the ripping rhymes. And on that cringy rap, we're going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Hopefully you'll have yourself a fantastic evening, and we will see you a little bit later right here on Dead on Dave on YouTube. Keep it copious, folks, and remember, as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. Goodbye, everybody. Peace!